Hello, welcome to SoundBridge. In this tutorial we'll show you how to make an 808 trap style bass out of a 808 kick drum. So we'll start off by opening Massive. I have the initial patch right there, so I've initialized it, and let's see what we can do. As of now, I have a MIDI playing some notes that are supposed to be playing our kick drum together with the rest of the stuff that we have right there. So right now it sounds like this. Since we're playing something between a square and a sawtooth, so let's find a nice sine wave. First, like this. Let me try to grab that one. Okay, so right now it's what? Okay, too high to be a kick drum, so let's go downwards. So we'll be using a sine wave that we're going to pitch modulate right there. Nice. I'm going to restart it via gate so that the oscillator restarts every time it plays. Okay, the next thing we're gonna need is gonna be this. So this envelope, I'm going to actually apply, just a second. Yeah, so the envelope one, I'm going to apply to the pitch, just like that. And I'm gonna apply it upwards, yeah, plus, positively. So let's see, I'm gonna lower the level of the sustain all the way down. So it's just gonna be the attack and the decay making that pluck. Okay. Nice. Now we can choose with this modulation where I'm modulating the pitch of this first oscillator. The others don't work. Yeah, I can turn those off even. So I can modulate the pitch using the envelope 1. What that means is that's a really fast modulation on the pitch just at the beginning of that kick drum, making that punch, making that initial transient for us. And everything else is just a pure sine wave. Once this envelope goes down and subsides, it's a pure sine wave that's in the note that we're playing. So you can actually tune this kick drum. You can use it in hip-hop, trap. You can use this 808 as a tuned kick drum that plays the note of your bass if you play it right, if you play the right notes. Nice, I like that. I even like the click that's being produced by the actual oscillator being restarted via gate. So every time we click a new note, we send a new note via MIDI to the synth, this sine wave restarts from the beginning. So the sine wave is always in the same phase once it's being played. So let's try that again. Let's see what else we could do. We could add some tube saturation right there. Now that saturation, that tube, is just going to add a tiny bit of harmonics into that mix completely. Nice, we can maybe lower the highs a tiny bit using the CQ. Okay, that's already good. So this envelope number 4, which is the envelope we are using for the amplitude of the synth, it's connected right here to the amp mod. I'm just going to lower a tiny bit of that sustain as well, and lower and longer the decay. We can even longer the release on this. It depends how you want your kick drum to stop. Do you want it to stop immediately once the note is over or not? So that's up to your preference. But you see, with this, it's basically done. That's it, that's your kick drum. Now, we could make it better by adding more distortion to it. So maybe you would want that, maybe not, but by adding distortion to this kick drum, we're just gonna add more harmonics. So one thing I would definitely want to do is add this OTT, Multiband Compressor. This is free, so you can download that off of Xfer's website. We can use this, see, multiband upwards downwards compressor to accentuate some of the frequencies in that kick drum. So whatever is quiet is going to be pushed up, whatever is loud is going to be pushed down to be in this actual range. So we are trying to control in 3 bands the amplitude of frequencies in those bands by either boosting up the volume or lowering down. Now we're going to turn off that boosting, so we don't want to upward compress anything, just downward compression for now. You see, this is going to add even more color. So having that kick drum go through this compressor, it's also going to distort it a tiny little bit. So let's try that in the whole mix. So let's see how our kick drum sounds and how it sits in the whole mix. We can even try to, lean a tiny bit from sine wave to the triangle. Leaning a little bit to the triangle is going to add some of those odd harmonics, so we might even want to do that. So you see, you can do as you please, and it's really, really, really easy to make that 808 kick drum sound. If you like this video, subscribe, give it a like. If you want to see more tutorials, you can go to our channel on YouTube, find SoundBridge, and you can download SoundBridge for free on SoundBridge.io. If you want to see more blogs, we have a blog on our website, we have a forum, you can ask any questions about this technique or any other you've seen in our tutorials on the forum. So have fun making 808 beats.